This is RadioOnFire.com, where social networks meet talk radio. I am your host, Diamond K, and I am joined by Pebbles. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am good. I definitely got to thank people for logging on and tuning in to Radio on Fire, your home for the hottest news, entertainment, and sports. We are about to get it in with the Love and Hip Hop post show. We're going to do a review of episode 7 and 8, season 3. So we're going to combine 2 episodes in this review show here. On episode 7, Mama D tells Scrappy that she wants a scooter, right? And he says that he thinks that he wants to be single now, and they're kind of like comparing notes from the time that he was away, and she kind of butted heads with Bambi and I guess Erica P too. What are your thoughts on the Queen?
Well, a nice way to say it. She need to sit her ass down.
What's nice about that?
That is very nice, because there's other things I could have said. But she's doing too much. She do not need to be on no scooter. She's too old for that mess.
Too old for the scooter.
Too old for the scooter, and she's too old to be in Scrappy's business.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is because she is not single. Not in a relationship, rather, and single. That she has time to even do any of this stuff.
Too much time. You know that she was hanging out with Bambi?
Yeah, a little bit.
She hangs out with Shay.
Well,
nobody in her age range.
Well, that's Mama D. Sleazy and Zeno opened their new spot. But I knew it was going to be some drama there. Erica and Carly Red show up, and things got a little bit out of hand when Benzino's new girl asked if Carly had his new number. At that point, like, things, drink got thrown, things got ugly from there. What were your thoughts on the way that situation went down?
That new chick really didn't want it, but she said, I heard you was missing the D.
Yeah.
What? That's where it went crazy.
Cold in the D.
Yeah. Well, that is true, but they were talking about something else.
Yeah. So she was saying that, here's the thing. And
oh goodness, here we go.
Women, here's your weapon. Okay, your weapon is saying something about what is the word that he used? What's the word that they use when they refer to that? Beefcake. They call it beefcake. I've heard.
Oh, your friend Jocelyn calls it beefcake.
Why is it that now, before she was saying that you missed it and he was saying that too, she did act like she missed it. When she was talking to Kurt, she did seem like she was missing him, right?
She said she was missing him. See, this is the thing. Men seem to, you just go too far. She can just miss him. It don't have to be the sex that she's missing. She could just miss him as a person. Their friendship, how they interacted.
She could.
Didn't have
but we're
to
also
be
talking
sex.
about the girl who sucked Jock's finger in a restaurant. So her missing the D is not that far fetched. Why are we acting like Carly Red is just some wholesome girl who can't miss somebody's D?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is this: some men that are not blessed in that area can be missed, because that's what Carly implied.
Okay.
Some men that are not blessed in that area are missed for other things.
Okay.
Because when they're not good in that area, they're good in other areas. Okay.
But see, I don't want to go off of that subject.
He's nice.
Because here's the thing. All right. If a girl has big titties, right? Mm-hmm. And another girl has smaller titties, right? And we say, "Oh, you little titty B." Okay, all right. You know what I mean? It's not like, "Oh, I missed this, I missed that."
Oh, so you're talking about with?
I'm equating. Okay. So it's just like, okay, is one girl less appealing because that part is, I don't know. Am I making any sense here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
You know what I mean? So it's just whatever. But my
So
thing
did
is
she
this.
call him small? Like,
I
did
don't
she say-
remember. I think that he said that she did something with some Photoshop thing later, but that's later on. So we'll get to that in episode 8. But the point that I'm trying to make is this: whenever a woman is mad, that is what she's going to say.
Oh no! Brace yourself, okay? Be cool, because if she say, "Oh," I have to use their words, "Your beefcake is small anyway," maybe.
But you was getting ready to marry me, B.
But wait a minute, because she could have been getting ready to marry you for something else. She may have loved your personality, the way you treat her. Didn't have to be that. Every man is not blessed,
right?
And people overlook that because they actually have feelings for that person. So let's not go there. When the argument happens,
fine. That's fine. But if that is the case, right? Blessed. Every woman doesn't have big titties.
Yeah.
Every girl doesn't have a big ass.
Yeah.
And every woman doesn't have a nice personality.
Yes, indeed.
And every woman doesn't have long hair.
Right, but we can buy that and make it long.
Here's my point. If I break up with you and I say, you flat ass B, you short hair mother. Okay, it's just like, what? You just mad. The girl wants to say, oh, you just mad. Oh, it's another man who want this, negative words that you said.
Listen, that can be true. It
doesn't mean anything.
But a lot of
she
times,
would get back with Benzino tomorrow.
I know you don't like Carly Red. I get it.
It's not even about Carly Red. This is more so a woman, men in general thing.
This has happened to you before.
Sure, okay, women have said everything, but this is.
Sometimes people speak the truth when they're mad.
Okay? But here's the thing. Sometimes people say things to try to arouse or get a feeling, and then later on, if it was so bad, if the sex was so bad, right? Why the hell are you sticking around?
Because the relationship is not built on sex. Maybe
then why
that's
mention
it.
Then why mention it?
When you're mad?
Yeah.
That's why. To let you know you wasn't all that anyway.
And then when you get back together,
they're not back together.
I'm not talking about.
Oh well,
them.
I can't speak on that.
You've never said it to anybody before?
I've said it, but I've said it being truthful.
Okay.
So
have you gotten back with the person after you said it?
Let me see.
Yes,
just one person.
Yes,
just one person.
Yes, you have. And every guy that I know personally, that has had arguments with girls that I've spoken with them about, that's an insult that a woman will throw. They just say it. Just because they think that that's the one that really that's the one that hurts them.
It gets right in your gut.
That's why y'all say it.
Don't say y'all. Okay.
You've said it before.
But listen.
Every woman has said it.
Try to act like you know me so well.
I mean, every woman says it. It's like it's just like every woman has a period. Every woman has said, "Oh, you little dick mother," to some man at some point in time.
Okay, so let's move on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
So he's not gonna let this go, people. He's not gonna let it go.
Here's the thing: when she gets mad at young Jock, she's going to say that about him too.
No, I don't think so.
I do.
She's been talking about.
I think that she will.
I think she likes that about him, and that's why she's putting up with that BS.
Speaking of BS,
oh my!
Bambi and Scrappy decide to break up, and I think that it could not have happened to a worse matched up couple, because I think that the pregnancy was BS. That's just my thought.
He has an opinion like everyone else. It's fine.
Yeah, I do. Now, Dawn planned the 1-year anniversary party, and at the 1-year anniversary of the relationship of Nico and Mimi, all Nico was talking about was the porn tape.
But for that's how Dawn introduced them. That's how she called them up on the stage.
Yeah.
And Mimi didn't want the party to be about that. And there it is.
Now on the show, where we are in the show, the tape has not come out yet.
Right.
Where it is on the thing. So for him to be talking about it so much, and just looking at the porn tape itself, it did not sustain the way the Ray J and Kim Kardashian one did? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I just hate to even. I'm mad that I even saw what I saw because Nico was just so unattractive. Makes my.
But another interesting thing, Benzino was invited to the party, but he didn't want to go. And
he's mad. See, his woman dealt with Nico.
Yeah, that came out.
She just been smashing the homies. Period.
And it appears that she dealt with Stevie J, if we want to believe, what Baby Mama was saying. But
she smashed the homies.
That doesn't mean it's true. We don't know. But there were some hints dropped because Jocelyn did say, I'm watching you. I got my eye on you, kind of.
Yes.
There were definitely hints dropped early on when they first met. I'm sure that we'll find out more about that situation.
You think that's what Benzino's song was about and not Jocelyn? She smashed the home.
Now, Deb was talking about losing her son and a new movement that she wanted to start called No Reckless Internet Posting.
Oh, that movement is moving.
Okay.
I see it all over Instagram.
Yeah. I want to be delicate with this because I understand that she lost her son and committed suicide.
Yeah.
And I definitely know how that can affect someone. I have, close friends, go out in that way. But I think that listening to what she was saying, he did not commit suicide because of something that someone said on the internet.
You don't know that. That's a very touching topic to even discuss.
But it's the thing. I don't know that it happened, and she doesn't know that was the reason either because he didn't leave a note.
But they had conversations, and when she was discussing it, she was saying how he told her he didn't like what people would say.
Sure, absolutely. But I mean, I think that the other things that I read about him being depressed, I think that the things, they weren't saying the things about him. They were saying it about family members.
But that's your thought process. Someone who's dealing with depression may take things a whole nother way.
Right.
And
that's true.
And I'm going to speak from a personal situation. And no, I'm not dealing with depression, but someone close to me is. And you can make a comment about somebody else, and then this person will take it as if you're talking about them, and then
right.
they are upset,
right.
And you just never know how someone else can take something that you may brush off. They may take very personally.
Right. So she has that movement going, and they had a nice emotional moment. Carly Red told Jocelyn that she left her phone in Jock's car and tracked it to see where he was. That's some sneaky stuff right there.
How old?
Oh, now you're not on her side anymore.
Listen, let me tell you this. I just think it's not even about being on her side. If you have to do that much to know where your man is, and you have trust issues, leave it alone. Move on in the relationship, because the trust is not going to be there if you have to leave your phone just to see where he is.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then she's smelling his underwear. She's still doing that? I mean, come on. It's too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's the only real job she has.
What?
Checking up on job.
Check it up on.
Because what else does she do? She's damn sure not singing.
And the other thing that was weird is, Steve and Jocelyn were having troubles of their own because she went looking through his phone and found some things that she didn't like.
Yeah, she saw titties and asses and dicks.
He even said he wanted to look for another place.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're not married.
Another example. of just yelling out random things just to be saying it and not meaning what you're saying. And that's a guy doing that.
But that's how you do when you're not married.
You think that, you don't think that they're married?
No, they're pretenders.
Well. This week, episode 8 rather. Rashida, Collie Red, and what's the other girl from Diddy Dirty Money with the purple hair?
Let's call her purple hair because I don't like her face.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry.
They decided to go to New Orleans, and
she's hood.
What do you mean?
So hood. She seems hood to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, it was getting a little messy. She was talking about Benzino and the pics that she was posting pics and all that kind of stuff. Does she think that posting pics of Jock and Benzino's private areas, if she's having trouble with Jock already, posting explicit pictures of him, does she think that that's going to make things better or worse?
Her old ass should know better.
She's not smart.
Clearly.
You were co-signing what she was doing a minute ago.
Listen, see, that's what I'm saying. Right is right, wrong is wrong, whether you like someone or not. Some things are just, at her age, she shouldn't be doing. Period. At her age.
I agree that she really is. She's out of order. She's out of line. Jock's not going to stay with her. Nobody's going to stay with her. She's just going to. She's going to continuously be a jump off for people, and that's it. And that's how she acts. She's not wife material. While she's acting like this, Erica met up with the carpet muncher, and the carpet muncher. She's a carpet muncher. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
What's her name? Ariana? Is that her name? Let's just call her carpet muncher.
Okay, call whatever you want.
Yeah. So they were talking about their relationships, and as I said previously, the model dude, it's just women are so superficial. The model dude that has, air in between his ears. There's nothing there. O'Shea. O'Shea! Get your ass in this house, boy! The O'Shea, now when they was at the bowling alley and it was all good there. And he said, I'm going to need to hold your card right quick.
No, then he said, give me your card, baby.
You know what I mean? And so it was all good because he was a model, right? Now you fast forward a few months, she's paying for everything. All that's not that attractive now, right? Because there's more to a relationship than just looking at him.
Are you talking about me saying he was attractive?
Well,
because he is eye candy, and that's the problem. He's just eye candy. But remember, she also said he got into an accident right after they met. But I still can't excuse the fact that he has her paying for everything. Even wait a minute.
I bet.
Here's my problem. What she mean? He took all his stuff. The hell? She had him living with her?
Yeah, she said that.
Big problem for me.
Here's the thing. Okay. The most beautiful woman in the world with a bad attitude is not that attractive anymore.
True.
And an attractive man to women who cannot provide, cannot do anything, that's got to bring him down a notch.
That makes him very unattractive.
Yeah. So this relationship seems like it is headed for the dumps, and I really hope that it does. But hey, I think she misses Scrappy.
Okay.
I think she misses Scrappy.
I'm not gonna say that girl miss him. Anyway,
we'll see. Stevie J was trying to make up with Jocelyn. He apologized about the pictures and told her to get her butt in this tub, which she did. She got in the tub, as she should.
She got in the tub on the last episode?
No. We're on episode 8 now.
Okay. I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
All right, well, just stay with it. Just
okay. Okay.
All right.
Because I always move ahead and I try not to,
Right. So what do you think about his apology?
I think it was BS. I think Jocelyn, I know that's your girl, but she's just as dumb as Mimi and any other chick that will settle for the bull crap that these men are kicking. No.
Wow.
There's no excuse for him having any pictures of any other women. Yeah. He shouldn't even have a picture of his quote-unquote beefcake in his phone, because why is it in your phone? Who are you sending it to? Was it another beefcake in the phone besides his?
He said he was sending. He had it in there.
Right.
And he was, text messages or whatever, FaceTime and stuff. So it seems like she's ready to get back in the studio. And,
she should stay out of the studio and go back to the pole. Get
her stuff popping. Speaking of poles, Althea and Nico had some dealings.
Althea.
And Mimi's not feeling it. And she keeps asking whether or not, it was during their relationship, which is a good question. I don't think Nico can be trusted. He seems like a liar.
He's definitely a liar and an opportunist. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She found some lipstick inside his shirt, and I thought it was pretty clever that she was able to ascertain that the lipstick inside the shirt meant that it was like on the neck or somewhere.
Yes.
And he put the shirt on. That was pretty interesting.
So ladies take notes.
So
take notes.
Nico was living with her too.
Well, they were celebrating a year anniversary, so
that doesn't mean they had to be living together.
Right, and it still doesn't mean they were living together, but
he didn't take that much stuff.
He could have had things there.
Well, he had the garage door opener, so she took that.
Yeah, so he could get in. He had a door key too.
She took the garage door opener. Kurt and his mother-in-law watching the kid. I knew that was going to be funny.
Okay.
Kurt could not handle the kids while she was just one state away. I don't know.
Wow.
And he has a lot of kids, so he should have experience watching the kids.
I think he just missed her.
Yeah.
I think he could have handled it.
It didn't look that
he didn't
tough.
know what she was doing.
That's really what it was about.
So, it was like, hey, she could be doing what I was doing. Wait a minute, hold on.
But why did he have to call the mother-in-law?
Because he really wanted her there with them kids.
The mother-in-law?
He can get out of there.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. In the heat of anger, he told the mother-in-law about the DNA test.
Wow.
And of course, like a true snitch.
Snitch?
Snitches get stitches.
Well, she don't have no stitches. He knows she'll run him over.
She could not even wait a couple minutes before she was on the phone with her about the DNA test.
Well, she should. I mean, he did it in secret. It wasn't like he said, well, baby, I want to get a DNA test to make sure this child is mine.
Now, I'm speaking from experience. But tell me this. She kept saying he was stupid and stupid. He voiced the fact that he was having some doubts about the paternity of the child for whatever reason. Whether it was guilt of what he was doing or whether it was that they were estranged. He said she was out late nights, whatever it was. Him getting a DNA test is stupid. It was his child. They're married, but they were having some trouble. So him getting a DNA test is stupid? I didn't understand it.
The trouble they were having, from what I saw from the show, was from him. It wasn't from her. So,
well, I mean, he said that she was out recording the album and she was out late, and rappers cheat, and
all those things were things he was saying to get her upset.
Do you think that he would have gotten a DNA test if he didn't think that it was a possibility?
I believe that he got the DNA test knowing. Let me come back a little bit. He was doing wrong, so he thinks that she was doing wrong. He was doing something he should not have been doing, so it's like, wait a minute. Maybe she was trying to do something because I was doing something. Let me make sure this child is mine. Yeah. That's how the world goes.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
But
now he's eating crow.
He went down to New Orleans to get his woman back. Or at least to let her know his side of the story. Yeah. Got her an upgrade of her ring.
Yeah, it's nice. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was nice.
I would want one.
I thought it was a great effort.
I want one half that.
Did you think that his apology was better than CBJ's?
No, they just all in the same pot, scrambled up. They like eggs.
Well, I mean, he made an effort though.
He did make an effort. He went, to a whole nother stage. But it's just something about his expressions when he talked. It didn't seem.
Yeah. I don't know. But she said she needed to think about it. He said he didn't want her to take the ring off anymore. Obviously, she left the ring home.
Yes, and he wasn't wearing his either. So
he had it on then.
Right.
He said we hadn't been wearing it. Yeah,
exactly.
But like I said, he made an effort. That was the most sincere effort that I've seen him make.
Right. I agree.
On the show. We talked about Collie Red, Tawny Benzino with the pictures. Stevie J thought it was hilarious, and I guess it is. But I think that in the end, Collie Red is going to be the one looking stupid in the end.
Well, I don't really care. Like she's too old to be doing the things that she's doing. So whatever she gets, she deserves.
Erica and Scrappy met up and kind of caught up with each other as where they were in their lives and stuff. And he told her about Bambi, and it's clear that he didn't love Bambi. And the best thing that could have happened to him was not having to have a child with her. It would have complicated his life tremendously.
Yes.
Right. But it would have with her. Yeah, it would have. And she.
What does Bambi remind you of one of your exes?
No, I mean he doesn't love her. True. And
you haven't had a baby with. Oh well, no, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So she also talked about the fact that the problems that she was having with what's his name? O'Shea! Get your ass in this house, boy! She was having with O'Shea.
You make me so sick.
I just knew that things were going to come to a head with those two. I am predicting, as I did the beginning of this season and the end of last season, Scrappy and Eric are going to get back together.
I don't think so, because he's not finished hoeing around.
Okay.
So they don't need to be. They do not. Erica, if you're listening, okay, if somebody could pass this on to Erica, do not get back with Scrappy. He's not finished hoeing around.
Definitely. So we are moving right along on this season of Love and Hip Hop, and also I'm hearing talks about a Love and Hip Hop LA, which I think will do well. So how you feeling about Love and Hip Hop ATL thus far?
A lot of things are going on. I noticed, you didn't want to talk about this begging man who tried to make this dramatic exit without gas.
Well, I mean, it's we can definitely get into some of the particulars. I mean, I've said many times how I feel about him. And
well, I thought that was funny.
Well, it was funny how he tried to leave and then car broke down.
And then he was upset because she went to meet with Scrappy.
Yeah.
And there was so much going on.
And he was acting like a girl because that's how y'all act.
It might be something. Evidently, that's how men act too. So don't even go there. So
he's not a man; he's a model.
It may be. Oh, he's still a man. He's still a man. But anyway,
I wouldn't know.
There may be something to what you're saying that they may end up back together.
They will, because
clearly she said, "Oh, if I want him, I can have him."
She did say that, and that's not the first time that I've heard her say that.
So
she said that. She said that before. She said that when he was dealing with Shay. He said that. He said that before.
Maybe she gonna prove somebody wrong. She can have him if she want him.
But here's the thing, because clearly he's put out there that he still wants to be with her, so she knows. And her attitude when they talked then, and the attitude when they talked earlier in the season, when it was fresh and new with the model dude, it's totally different. She's been humbled, and it's an expression and a phrase that I used to give advice to for young guys. And I would tell them to sometimes you have to let the world humble you, man or woman. A lot of times the girls that were in high school that thought they were high sedity and y'all dudes too immature. I gotta talk to people that's outside of school, and you fast forward it when they've been humbled by life a little bit, brought down a couple notches. Then you can talk to them more now. Yeah. So with that being said,
So you think she need to be humbled, or he needed to be humbled?
I think that they both have been humbled, and I think that they both were on feeling themselves a little bit too much.
Yeah, you're right. Erica
of
needed to feel something other than Scrappy to know that there was something else out there.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to leave to come back.
Really?
And,
I'm glad you know.
So
you're awesome.
I'm predicting, I've heard that before. I'm predicting that we are going to have a Scrappy and Erica spinoff and a wedding. You heard it here first. Where's Waka? I didn't see Waka this week.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right. Well, you heard. Listen, I just want y'all to know. You heard it here first. Diamond K said there's going to be an Erica and Scrappy spinoff with Mama D all in the middle of that.
So when that
and
doesn't
y'all are
happen,
gonna watch it.
So when that doesn't happen,
it's gonna happen.
Okay. All right.
Failure is not an option.
All right. Oh my. There he goes.
Definitely thank you for listening to the Love and Hip Hop Post Show. Remember, get Radio on Fire on demand anytime, anywhere. Just log on to radioonfire.com. Download the Stitcher app. Now you can get that for iOS, Android, Nook, iPad, and also in over 4 million car dashboards. Radio on Fire also broadcasts on iTunes, YouTube, and other digital outlets. So please take a moment to give us a 5-star rating or review. It really helps with our rankings. This has been Diamond K and Pebbles. I'm signing out. Anything else you got to say before we go?
I have nothing to say. You're talking about a wedding.
All right. RadioFire.com, where social networks we talk radio. We will see you guys next time.